Charles Tlouane is City Power's Chief Operating Officer, and he joins us now for more details. Charles, great to have you with us. Thank you so much for your time today. So yesterday you gave the assurance that an investigation looking into the actual cause of the fire would actually be launched. What can you tell us at this stage, sir? Any headway in your fact-finding mission?
Thanks very much, and good evening to the viewers of South Africa at large, in particular Johannesburg. So we are currently cleaning up the rubble. We've started cleaning up the rubble after the incident, and this will actually give us an indication as to how far we should be able to activate our restoration plan. So as things stand, the investigation it shows that it's a fire that someone might have started it in the tunnels just to burn the cables and in their own entirety, just to make sure that they disrupt the power supply to the city of Johannesburg.
Mm-hmm. Charles, I'm not sure. I think I can see that you're probably still in the trenches there underneath, because I see it's pretty dark where you are. Look, I mean, if indeed it is due to the cable theft as well as vandalism that is currently taking place, what proactive measures then are being made to safeguard against this practice? Because according to your statement yesterday, that suspects are suspected to be heavily armed zamazamas that are targeting critical infrastructure. Normal policing will simply not be able to address the scourge on their own.
Indeed, that is very true. So we do have physical security on the ground. Mm-hmm. We also, in the process of deploying more of technology just to, try to augment what we have in terms of physical security on the ground. Though part of the budget that we have is to make sure that we got our own infrastructure, we secure it. But also we believe that it should not be our mandate as well to make sure that there is security to protect the infrastructure. As much as we can do, we believe that the law enforcement should be able, in general, in particular, to assist, because we have said it numerous times. There is a problem with the city of Johannesburg underground tunnels. We fight wars down there, and it's something that is known. And the unfortunate part is they target the city of Johannesburg because no one is seeing them because it's underground. Mm-hmm. So one of our plans that we have, even though we have physical security, because the tunnels are huge underground. And when I'm saying huge, I'm referring that there's distance of kilometers underground where the infrastructure, but not only our infrastructure, we have other entities such as Joburg Water, Telkom, we've got the railway, we've got the gas, Egoli gas, where the tunnels, the infrastructure runs through the tunnels. But because ours is mainly, targeted in terms of this copper and aluminium lately, it's just a situation that we find ourselves in. But we thrive that as we continuously make this call, that the law enforcement in particular needs to come on board in trying to make sure that this infrastructure underground is highly protected. Because even though as things stand, our people, before they go in and so forth, we have to send patrols, security to sweep in, even though they want to do regular maintenance. And we believe that is not supposed to be the case.
I mean, that's quite concerning, right, Charles? Because we do understand, in fact, that the guards, I was just about to say that the guards that you do station outside the premises as well as the trenches are either intimidated or are scared to be removed from their posts, so that, of course, the perpetrators can actually gain entry into these trenches. So, I mean, this is also another scourge of criminality that is being flagged through various communication platforms, Charles. There's long been videos circulating on social media and even more other platforms, users alerting the municipality of this ongoing criminality, even from before the Bree Street incident. Criminals are basically working overtime, and government, it seems, is being caught napping in some instances. How do we report these incidences to reactive authorities?
We have done that, and we continue to make this call. We believe the critical infrastructure, especially such as power, is the backbone of every economy of the country, and its infrastructure needs to be highly, highly protected. But if there's nothing happening, then I think it's something that the powers that be that should be able, to come together and with us and many other stakeholders as a country collectively, we need to make it sure that this thing has to come to an end. We cannot continue. I mean, South Africa, if you do your statistics, you will tell that we're exporting a lot of copper, but we don't have many mines of copper. Why is it the case? And some of this copper is coming from the underground of the city of Johannesburg, and unfortunately, it's crumbling in terms of that. A lot of power outages, serious theft across happening everywhere in the city of Johannesburg, and we really, really seriously need to join hands as a country, not only as leaving it to the powers that be, but collectively as a country, we need to come together and make sure that we guard and protect this infrastructure, because if we don't, people, they just do as they wish and they are crumbling it down, and the country is going down in this regard.
All right. I'm just going to ask you one more time, Charles, if you do have a specific number that community as well as residents can actually report any suspected incidents of vandalism of this key infrastructure. We understand at this stage 24% of power supply has since been restored to those affected areas. How soon are you able to restore to the rest of the affected areas in Braamfontein?
So we are indeed at 24%. Previously, we installed the interconnectors on the ground, so we are busy testing them now as things stand. That should bring about a relief because the work that is going to take place there, where damage is occurred, it's going to take us days, if not 2 weeks or so. But we want to bring back services as soon as possible, and we are hard at work testing and retesting just to make sure that everything else works normally accordingly, because last time it has assisted us and we're using the same modus operandi. But one thing that we needed to do, because we this is for the third time this incident happened, I think we need, and we have agreed that we should be able to reroute and create some 3 or 4 contingency plans in terms of our 88 kV lines, so that we backfeed from all sorts of angles. We have what you call the N-3 or N-4 in terms of what we have, so that when we lose one side, we should not longer have experience. Because as things stand in the tunnels, as it is a war zone where our people are even afraid to go in, we just have to create alternative ways. And I think this has taught us that as much as we repair it again there in the tunnels, we have to create an alternative so that it must not happen again in the future. So we are doing that. It's just unfortunate that it is happening at the same time, same period as it happens in the past. It's a very worrying factor to us. It tells us that there's a serious syndicate. People are sitting somewhere. They're planning to bring the city down in terms of its power supply.
All right, so we report where the incidences. Do we report them to the police station on 10111?
There is a contact number that I just want to give it to you quickly. It's our risk control contact number. It's 01149079111. That's our risk control number. But also, they can also send a WhatsApp. I'm just looking for it quickly, if you don't mind. I don't know it by head. My apology. So that when there is this kind of incidences that are happening, we are able to respond and assist as much as possible. So it's an 083 number. I just want to give it to you, if you don't mind. I'm trying to retrieve it from my side quickly. So the number is as follows. Oh, I noticed that I might be having challenges here. my battery is going flat on the other side.
All right, Charles. All right. No, we'll definitely follow up on that.
I can send it to you quickly. I
No
don't want to make mistakes, but it's an 083 number that
no problem,
the colleagues should be able to forward it to you. Yeah.
No problem, Charles. We'll definitely, of course, put it up on our super as well as our straps as soon as, of course, you do provide us with that number. Thank you so much for your update. That is Mr. Charles Tlouane, City Power COO, engaging us there with the latest update on that fire that ravaged Braamfontein yesterday, resulting, of course, in a loss of power to some affected areas. And at this stage, we understand about 24% of power supply has since been restored.